My favorite podcast was Undisputed. Going to work every morning, the first thing I listened to when I get in the building was Undisputed. That's how I started my day off. Um, yeah, whatever the latest episode was, I watch in the morning. I usually listen to Breakfast Club later on at once I'm getting off of work. Last year, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless got into a little altercation on screen. Um, Skip Bayless pretty much was talking down on Shannon Sharp, disrespected him, did just some whole shit. Everybody, you know this story. And Shannon Sharp ended up asking to get out of his deal. He ended up signing a new deal with ESPN with First Take with Stephen A. Smith. Honestly, I'm not really. I like Shannon Sharp, but I'm really not a fan of Stephen A. Smith. So I gave they show a try with the First Take. Of course, I think it got better because of Shannon Sharp, but just because Stephen A. is on the show, it's just like I don't know. I can't really do too much Stephen A. Smith on talking sports because sometimes he'd be right, but when he's wrong, he's dead ass wrong. But anyways, Skip decided, well, me and Shannon ain't gonna be working together. I gotta build me like a super team. So he went out and got Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin, and Richard Sherman. So they had four people on there. I want to say the first couple episodes didn't mesh well because it was four people on the show trying to talk, all of them over talking each other. Finally, they figured it out. We'll use two of y'all for football, and then we'll switch it up to where I just do segments, just one-on-one segment with y'all, so I can get my shit off, debate with y'all one-on-one, which made sense. Fast forward, Richard Sherman gets in a little bit of trouble. I want to say it had something to do with a DUI or something like that. So I don't know if he was suspended from the show, but he hasn't been on the show for quite some time. He popped up maybe like a month or so ago for one episode, but we haven't really seen him since. They haven't said he's been released, so I'm guessing he's still on the team. But as the show goes on, Michael Irvin, when football season's over with, Michael Irvin's not the type of person that's going to sit there and talk about basketball. Keyshawn Johnson was a basketball player, so it's easy for him to talk about basketball. And then Skip, you got Skip as always. He's going to bash the same people. He's going to talk down on LeBron. He's going to hype up a few people. He's going to talk down on Luka, talk about his free throws. He's going to do all this. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, the show has not lived up to the par that you thought it would with Shannon not being there. You thought adding three more people on the show would make this show a lot more watchable. But then on top of that, he had guests. He had Lil Wayne comes on the show every Friday, so that was getting like the music artists. Like it gets a lot of people to tuning into it. But it's the same show every single day. It's Cowboys this, Cowboys that. Like I said, football is not even going on right now. NBA is not going on. The only thing that's really going on is baseball, boxing, and like whatever else. The Olympics be coming soon. But somehow every day the show ends up on a cowboy topic. And I just think that people grew tired of that. And I don't know like what the background story is on this, but Skip Bayless will be leaving FS1. I think they said he had an 8-year run there. He couldn't even make it a year without Shannon Sharp. And I know a lot of people will say, well, Shannon Sharp didn't make the show. If you watch Undisputed, Shannon Sharp made that show. The Skip name might be on it. It might be all about Skip, but the only reason you was tuning into that show was because of Shannon Sharp. He gonna talk shit back to Skip. He gonna embarrass him in a friendly way. He's never disrespected Skip. But Skip, like I said, that one episode when he I think with Hamlin when he had the heart problem on the field, he said some foul shit because that man almost lost his life. He said some foul shit. And he didn't apologize for it. He said he wasn't going to apologize for what he said. And then the time him and Shannon got into it, and it was a Tom Brady subject, and Skip went low and said like, Tom Brady, you just mad because Tom Brady is in his 40s and you didn't get to make it that far in your career to play to that age and stuff. And Tom Brady's better than you and all this stuff. Like he just shaming him on TV. And I think that's what drew that line that he's like, you know what, I can't do this well with you, Skip. Like pretty much fuck you. So Shannon went off and got a bag. He's working with ESPN. He's fine. But Skip Bayless is stepping down. What does that mean for Paul Pierce and them? I don't know. I mean, the show could go on if they get like a monitor in there to like how they got the Molly on First Take, have somebody talk about the subjects and let Keyshawn and all them do it, or just get random guests on there throughout the week. That would work. But as far as Skip Bayless, he has stepped away from the show. Good riddance, man. I'm personally not a fan of Skip, but sometimes he's watchable. It's just when he gets on talking about the Cowboys, he talks about it at the most random times. It gets played out. And you think about it, he's been doing this for 8 to 10 years, talking about the same shit over and over. It's like, man, nobody want to see that, man. So salute to Skip for even holding it down that long, man. But it shows. I know a lot of people, and I will agree, that show was not going to go anywhere if you don't have your black audience. You're talking about sports. All you talking about is all these top dudes in the league, and most of them black. You got to have somebody relatable on the show, and that's what Shannon Sharp was. But instead, you let your personal bullshit, your personal love for Tom Brady ruin a friendship on TV, man. So I know that Shannon went out the classy way, saying he loved him and all that stuff, and crying on TV saying that you gave me opportunity. I get all that. But Skip ain't shit without Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is doing well with Stephen A. Smith. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but hopefully that work out. But hopefully Skip figure out whatever he gonna do. But man, what a run for Undisputed. One of the best shows ever, honestly. But like I said, Skip fucked it up, man. So that's all I wanted to say as far as that with the little quick news update. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.